Good morning, fellow Toastmaster and esteemed guests. Myself, Toastmaster, I am the subject data Toastmaster Club as a transition. Like I remind you the three rules which we follow in our Toastmaster Club. The first one is we do not speak about sex, religions, and politics. So please be refrain discussing this topic. And the second, please mute yourself whenever you are not speaking for the meeting. And for all the offended people, please do not cross talk during the speech. The third rule is please switch off your video whenever you are stepping out of the meeting. So with this, let me repeat the club mission and this vision. Please repeat after me. So we provide supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence. With this, I announce the meeting to is open, and now it's a time for the book reading. The book of the week for today is The Power of Your Subconscious Mind, and I suggest this book to all of you. This is written by Joseph Murphy, and I personally read over the 6th chapter of this book. And what I learned from this book, if you wanted to develop some habits, then you need to train your subconscious mind, and that can happen by continuously thinking about the habit throughout the day. So that can be as a seed, it will go into your subconscious mind, and the result you will observe in your habit as a development of the habit. Okay. After this book review, I like to hand over the president of the Toastmaster Club, Yogesh Pandey.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the 34th meeting of the VTM. Good morning. Good morning. So today's Toastmaster of the day has selected a very apt topic: dance, a way to express. Now, this is a topic which I can speak about at least. Because if you take my name and dance in single statement, it is a classic example of oxymoron. I have no relationship with dance. Also, I know there are various dance forms. The first dance form was Tandava, which was by the Lord Shiva. And dance is a very good way to express yourself with the various things. But still, personally, I don't have any experience of making dance. But yes, the topic is very clear. Dance is some way of expressing where you literally live yourself back. It's a way or a medium where you let yourself go. It may be in a club, it may be in any competition, or it may be as simple as nothing but our Hare Krishna temple. The Gaur Gopal Das has said a very interesting thing. Once he was asked, in every other temple, whenever we do any kind of puja or when we do kind of prayers, we always sit calm and do it. But here in ISKCON, you have a different way of doing that. You sing, you dance, you completely put yourself into it. But why normally this medium has been selected? And he answered very apt and very well, which is a fact. Whenever we do a prayer with a calm mind, 99% of the times, we always think something else through our subconscious mind. We are never 100% into that prayer. But when we start dancing, we are nearly 100% into it because it doesn't allow you to think anything else. And that's the best way to put yourself 100% into express yourself. And that's why I completely agree with this statement. In spite of not knowing to dance, that's a way to express. Now, before giving my dance to the Toastmaster of the day to make us all dance, let's normally have an introduction to the guests. I will agree to have one online, Manish Arya. So, Manish, can you turn on your audio and video and just introduce yourself?
Yes, sir. Definitely. Good morning.
Morning. Please introduce yourself.
Yes, sir. My name is Manish Arya, and as my professional experience, I am manager in Extra Marks. and it is my third meeting I'm joining. So because of some personal work or professional work, I was not able to join previously. Yes, and I am from Vadodara.
And how did you came to know about VTM?
Actually, I was watching some video on YouTube. So somebody told me that if you want to improve your communication and that leadership skills, and these are the groups you can join. So I got to know about there. So I searched in website, and then I got the number, and then I joined.
Okay, welcome. Be till the end, and I will surely like to have your feedback on our meeting.
Thank you.
With this, let's give the dice to our dance master today. Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster.
Everyone, and thank you so much for showing up for this beautiful Sunday morning. Before I introduce my team, I would like to inform you two changes of the meeting. That our third speaker, Ganesh, will having icebreaker speech. So time out, please note the timing is 4 to 6 minutes. And today our counter and grammarian role is taken by Yogesh. So this is the slightest two changes. GE, please note the same. Now, moving ahead with my theme. Dance, a way to express. Dance is a traditional important part of religion and culture in India. It is a wonderful form of art and brings out soul and their smiling faces sway the rhythm of innocence. Reference to dance form in very early recorded history. All Indian classical dance are varying techniques related to Natya Shastra. The Sangeet Natak Academy recognizes 9 different forms of dance, whereas our Indian Ministry of Culture recognizes 11 different forms of dance. Today, I will discuss about some different forms of dances in India. The folk dances of India are much more than the body movements and are very ancient times. The classical dance forms in India considered as a discipline, the way to devote yourself to your God in the form of art. So moving ahead, the very first form of dance of today's meeting is a dance from South India's Tamil Nadu section, which is known as Bharatanatyam. A dance form known as for beautiful body movements and gestures, which is called mudras. It focuses hand gestures, leg movements, facial expression of dancer. It is the most respectable form of dance in India and in South India. It is performed on celestial tunes of Carnatic music. Now, coming to today's VTM meet, I would like to give it a start with our tag team, which is consists of a timer, a counter, and a grammarian. Without them, no meeting can exist itself. These three are the integral part of the meeting. So, I would like to start with our today's timer, Toastmaster. Please come on the stage and explain your role and benefits of being a Toastmaster. The stage is yours.
Hello. So, as a timer, I will be putting the computer line. I will raise a green card at what prepares timing is 4 to 6 a.m. 6 minutes. I will raise a green card at 4 a.m. 4 minutes. I will raise a yellow 6 minutes. I will raise a red card. For others, which timing is 5 to 7 minutes, and same for them 5 minutes and a green card. 6 minutes I will raise yellow card, and red card I will raise a red card that is 6 or 7 minutes. For evaluator is same. For table topic is I will raise at 1 minute I will raise green card, 1.5 minutes I will raise yellow card, and 2 minutes I will raise green card, red card. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster. For the next role, dual role. So today our presiding officer has taken dual role of an counter and a grammarian. And now I would like to call him on the stage to explain his roles. The stage.
Good morning once again. Today I will be playing a dual role as Toastmaster today said, counter and grammarian. A bit about this role. whenever we speak, we have a habit of using a filler words like ah, or we may have a pause which is longer than the required one. These are all the filler words. Today's my role as an aha counter is to identify all those filler words and give you back as a feedback so you can improve in reducing them and make your speech more powerful. I will be also playing the role of a grammar. The grammar role is to identify the proper usage of a grammar or the improvement areas in your grammar. So I will be doing that role also to identify the grammars used in your role. Today's word of the day and the phrase of the day is also the one thing which I will be introducing. And I will request everybody to use it in your speeches. So today's word of the day is nothing but graceful, which means pleasing. And the phrase of the day is dancing on the air, which means to be extremely happy. How to use it? I'm dancing on the air when I was approached for aha countering grammar in school. Thank you.
So moving ahead, the structure of the meeting. So the meeting is divided into 3 segments. First, prepared speeches. Second, table topic session. And third, the evaluation session. Coming back on our dance form. Our next form is from the Uttar Pradesh, which is popularly known as Kathak. The word comes from Katha, which means story. Kathak is performed in the form of storytelling through body movement. It's often referred as dance of love and can be performed by male and female both. It highly focuses on ankle movements, and the ankles are tagged with ankle bells, known as kundals. With this enthusiasm and energy, I am dancing on the air, and I would like to open our very first segment of the meeting of prepared speeches. Our first speaker of the segment is Toastmaster Parag. To introduce his speech details, I would like to invite his evaluator Toastmaster Gitanjali.
So much. Thanks, Toastmaster of the Day. Namaskar and very good morning to each one of you. Toastmaster Parag Dave. Today, you are my target speaker because I am your evaluator. Toastmaster Parag, today you will present your second speech of the project, Evaluation and Feedback. Your chosen part is Presentation Master. Project statement of the speech of yours is to present a well-organized speech on any topic and to apply the feedback you received from your previous evaluation. Timer, please note, his allotted timings are 5 to 7 minutes. Your speech title is This is One Life. All the best, Toastmaster Parag. Present your speech very gracefully. Thanks and over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you so much. Before we move ahead with the first prepared speech, I would like to just mention that if someone knows the word of the day, phrase of the day, please give a thumbs up for appreciation of the speech. Now, I would like to call Toastmaster Parag for his prepared speech. I would like to wish you all the very best. So, Toastmaster Parag, one life, Toastmaster Parag. The stage is yours.
Nelson Mandela once said that don't judge me by my success, judge me by how I failed and how many times I failed and got up back. So hi, I'm Parag, and this is my second speech, right? So this is on graceful one life, right? Which is really, we know that we all have, limited time. And in this world, we do not know. Because I also pass one day, you also pass one day, and we may pass one day. So there is a, no definite time. But I believe that our one life is divided into 520s. Number one, when we born, right? So 0 to 20, in which our childhood we learn basic skills, and then 20 to 40, right? And then 40 to 60, and then 60 to 80, and then 82 till we pass, right? So these are the 5 phases or stages of our life. So I want to ask the question: have you ever thought at what stages are you? So we have to start thinking now, because no, there are lots of people in this world. For example, Sachin Tendulkar, who at the age of 16 won the first international match against Pakistan. And do you know, he was retired at the age of 37. So that was his second stage. And I believe that there are lots of people who have started their real life from second stage. But this Sachin Tendulkar retired. But there are people like, the founder of that fried chicken, whose name is Colonel Sanders, right? So that he has established one firm. Can anybody tell me the name?
Yes.
KFC, very good. Yeah. So do you know what was the age when he started? 65. So there are lots of people who have started their journey, their success journey from the third phase, right? So my point is that you have to recognize your stage. At what stage are you? And then the basic things is you have to discover what you're passionate about, what you want to love in your life. After that, you need to focus all your energy towards pursuing your goals. But remember, without action, without taking, constant and consistent action, we cannot achieve our dreams. So I would like to give one example. There is one, renowned American researcher who conducted a study on 100 of elderly people who were close to their death. They were asked to reflect on their life, and all of them said that they did not regret for the things they did, but they regretted for the things they didn't do, the risk they didn't take, the dream they didn't pursue. So today, I ask you, what will be your regret when you will be on your deathbed? Because that is sure that we all have to pass one day. So we have to start from our end, right? Keeping the end in our mind. So, friends, this is our beautiful, graceful life, right? It is in our hand to make it dancing in air, right? So, yeah. So it is the matter of really urgent to think about at what stage are you, right? And you can transform your life and you can design your life the way you want. But in order to do that, you have to need education and training. This is the first step. And the second is you have to be aware of various reaction to events. Whenever there is events, there is an instance in your life, you have to control what types of reaction you are gonna give it. But the first concern that education and training will be started through your overall development. And I believe that this is the Toastmaster is the best platform to initiate, to start our, give foundation to our skill and, our training, right? So to initiate in our life. Okay. So in this way, we can create our life through identifying our stages. How much time do I have in my life? For example, if I talk with of my personal, right? So I started my study at the age of 35 after graduation, and at the age of 44, I have been pursuing my PhD. So that is also possible, right? So in this way, I request you to think of your stage and give a brand ending to your life. Thank you.
We had a good takeaways from the same. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Parag. Moving ahead with our second speaker, none other than our VP Toastmaster Mansoor. To give his speech details, I would like to call his evaluator, Toastmaster Sanchita, on the stage.
Thank you, TM Modi. Am I audible and visible?
Yes, you are.
Thank you. My target speaker today, Toastmaster Mansoor, is going to give his Project Pro from level 1. The chosen path is engaging humor. So be ready to dance on the air. The purpose of this project is for the member to learn or review the basic research methods and present a well-organized speech on any topic. The title of the speech is Know Your City, and the time limit is 5 to 7 minutes. All the best, Toastmaster Mansoor, and over to you, TM Modi.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sanchita. So, Toastmaster Mansoor, after a long time, we're going to hear you. So, I would like to invite you on the stage. Toastmaster Mansoor. All right, next. And Toastmaster Mansoor, know your city, Toastmaster.
Thank you.
So let us keep this session speech interactive, and let's straight away get to the work. Tell me which is the city which is nearest to the Statue of Unity.
Vadodara.
Baroda, correct. From which city does river Vishwamitra passes? Baroda. So hello Barodians, good morning. Let us know more about Baroda. When I first came to Baroda, just getting out of the airport, I saw a huge billboard which said everyone has a home, but Baroda is ours. It was a billboard of MG Hector. So it is a very graceful line. MG Hector had started its first manufacturing plant in India in Halol, Baroda. Once I get out of the airport, I reached Airport Circle. I took an auto rickshaw. I told him, take me to L&T Knowledge City. He asked me, Ajwa Chokdi thi lau ki Wagodia Chokdi thi lau? I told, I want to reach L&T from wherever you can take. And he told, I will take it from Wagodia Chokdi, barabar? I said, okay. So he took me to L&T. Somehow I reached. But in few days, I got to know about this amazing structure, road connections of Baroda, which is unique to only Baroda. All the circles and chokdis. You will find after few kilometers, you will find some circle or chokdi, Ajwa Chokdi, Genda Circle, EME Circle, etc. And which is very unique in this city. So, and every statue and name has some history, which is displayed in the palaces and gardens. So this was one thing. And when you are new to a city, people generally ask questions about city. So one of the questions was like, where are you exactly, Baroda or Vadodara? So anyone knows why Baroda has two names?
Because the banyan trees are there, so because of that, the city has been named as Vadodara. Patna British.
Correct.
And earlier it was known as Baroda. The Maharaja of Gaikwad gave it as Baroda. As a princely state, it was known as Baroda.
Yes. So exactly when the English traders and merchants were there, it was known as Baroda. But the river Vishwamitra was surrounded by a dense forest of banyan trees. So in Sanskrit, the word is Vadodar, which means like bird means in the belly of banyan tree. So that's how the name came Vadodara, and since 1974 it was officially named as Vadodara. Vadodara also, there are many other names which are famous for Vadodara. Can anyone tell apart from this Baroda and Vadodara? Sanskari Nadi.
Most green city of Gujarat.
Correct. Land of warriors, crocodiles. Vishwamitra has one of the most maximum numbers of crocodiles. Other interesting facts, if I talk about, do you know famous pastime of Baroda?
Celebrity garden, comedy garden.
No. Food, yeah.
Cricket.
Correct. So, Sev Usal is one of the famous breakfast of Baroda. Like 50% of the families prefer to have Sev Usal in the morning. And talking about famous, what else is famous? Bhagavad Farsan is also one of the famous. I have never traveled back to Mumbai without taking Farsan from here. So it is one of the famous. There are many chains, Farsan chains of Baroda like Jagdish Farsan, which are absolutely famous everywhere. Another thing, famous food chains. If I talk about, though it is a vegetarian city, but the variety of eggs available in Baroda is highest in the world, throughout the world, not only in India. The Raju omelette, Mahesh omelette, so many chains of eggs, and the menu is so long, which is you will never get anywhere. Another now we talk about the tourist places. Once I was traveling with my friend on the Raj Bhavan road, so he told me the thing is not inside. I got confused, like why he said that. But in Lakshmi Vilas Palace, there was like when the king was here, the flag was used to fly high when the king was inside the Lakshmi Vilas Palace, and when he is not there, the flag was down. So this was one interesting fact. Also, Baroda is the only city I have seen where there is a traffic signal on flyover. I've never seen anywhere. It has a huge historical, like rich historical background. There were many rulers in Baroda who have ruled for long period, but the golden era was for the Maharaja Sayaji Rao III, who took many initiatives like compulsory education, libraries, university, which was a great progress for Baroda. And talking about Maharaja Lakshmi Vilas Palace, where he used to stay, it is a 700-acre area, and it is 4 times bigger than the Buckingham Palace in London. So, which is one of the great, and the garden has so many different species of plants, and the zoo. I think all of you have visited much more than me. Apart from this, anything you would like to share? What you love about Baroda?
Baroda University.
MSU University is one of the oldest universities of India, and Maharaja Sayaji Rao started the university. And so, talking about university, the one thing which I personally feel, like the campuses are so huge. I studied in Mumbai, so I can feel like there is only one building on the road, and you study there, you come out. But you can roam. Then the architectural structure, also the E-shaped structures are so unique, and what it has been so long. So, and today is my last day, and how can I forget? Baroda has one of the most amazing Toastmasters club, where I got to meet all of you. And today is my last day in Baroda. So thank you for all the support and learnings. Over to you.
It was an amazing speech, many insights taken, which we don't know, say I didn't know the most, and it was a lovely speech. Thank you so much for the say. Moving ahead with our third prepared speech of Toastmaster Taneshwar. This is its icebreaker speech. Timer, please note it 4 to 6 minutes for the icebreaker. To give it speech detail, I would like
and everything, which is well known for the Baroda. But one thing he forgot is the Garba. United Nations article, the most famous Garba in I think in Baroda. Means not in Baroda, even in the entire India. The biggest crowd we gather in the Navratri.
Yes.
Okay, so today Toastmaster Janeshwar is my target speaker, and he is going to deliver his first icebreaker speech, a first steps towards the Toastmaster journey. And his speech duration is 4 to 6 minutes. So with this, all the best, right, for your first speech. Over to you, Toastmaster.
So now for our third prepared speeches, I would like to call Toastmaster Janeshwar. Life's blessings, Toastmaster Janeshwar.
Life's blessing. So actually, life is a blessing. Getting birth on this wonderful planet as a human being is the biggest blessing we all have. The inherent idea of blessing is getting into happiness and the serendipity. So God's blessing to everyone brings the happiness to everyone. So do simply means having the blessing means getting into happiness. Yes, but it's not immediately, but at the right time. So good morning, all Toastmasters. Myself Daneshwar Raut, and I will deliver here my first icebreaker speech. I would like to connect all the blessings of my life I have, and simply I will introduce my life also. So I got birth in middle class family. My parents were not educated, not wealthy by money, but by heart, and they supported me for my all the decisions and educations and everything. And the biggest blessing from them I have to get birth as a human, that without any physical deformity. That is, I think we all have. Second blessing, as we all have, every one of us is blessed with a different blessings. Some of them are having great intellectual capabilities, some get beauty, and very commonly we get the family, friends, and other things. So mine is also like that only. So I got very good friends. There are many quality of friends. There are some are very funny, competitive, some are very crazy also. And they made my life fun-filled. So because of them, my childhood was very fun-filled and also adventurous. I had a lot of adventures with them. I played in mud, I danced in rain. So many things that we have done. So along with all these adventures and activities, they also added some value to my life. As I said, my family, my parents were not educated. They were not able to guide me how to move forward. But my friends helped me to do all those things. So after my schooling, I simply had the idea of getting a job of school teacher. So I worked very hardly for my intermediate, and I was not able to secure seat for this B.Ed because of just 1% less. So as I don't have any secondary plan, I just got disappointed and I had decision that I will quit the education. But one of my friends who was very good in convincing people and motivating people, he just came to me and he said, getting educated is just not getting a good citizen, but it will give a lot of things. If you are getting graduated, post-graduated, you will have graceful job, you will have graceful life. So ultimately, each and everything can convert into graceful things. So I just followed with him with his motivation and also the scare, as I said that getting good wife is also required, education. And I completed my masters. After masters, I got my first job at National Chemical Lab. There I met my friend Kalpesh, my mentor at that time. And I worked with him 2 years. After that, he suggested me to go for the PhD. At one time, I just wanted to stop somewhere for the education. After master, I want to get job, get settled. But again, he suggested to go for the PhD, and I just completed. And here I am, the Dr. Naneshwar. Thank you. But all these things happened. This is not like I told you this story. There were so many ups and downs. There were so many struggles, lots of failures and rejections also. After my graduation, I was not able to get the my masters in chemistry. There were very few limited seats in my university. I visited so many different universities to get the admission for the masters in chemistry. Ultimately, I got it. For my PhD also, I was not able to get qualified in the exams. Kalpesh, he has already qualified that exam 3 times. He guided me a lot, but I was not able to crack that also. I applied to some other universities, institution. Everywhere I was got rejected. After that, I started applying outside India. And after application for 1 year consistently, I got selected in 3 universities. So I was just dancing or dancing of the year. Because same time you are getting 3 offers from different universities. And I got choose to go to Italy. I completed my PhD from University of Calabria. And that's how my friends helped me to shape my career, my future. 10 years back, when I just want to get married, at that time, due to imbalanced sex ratio, it was very difficult to get the wife. Still got one, so I got married with Supriya. Blessings. After that, I got 2 kids. Elder is Aditya and younger cutest daughter, Teacher. So that's also a blessing. And the recent blessing is that I am going to start my Toastmaster journey with you all. This is also a good blessing, isn't it? Thank you. Thank you all.
What an amazing speech. Indeed, we did felt that this was an icebreaker speech. Very nice Toastmaster Ganeshwar. Now, I would like to share some insight on a beautiful dance form called Bihu from Assam. Young men and women perform this joyous dance during the Bihu festival. That's why the dance form is also known as Bihu. They follow a pattern of rapid hand movements and quick steps in traditional Assami clothing, making the beginning of the spring season. Bihu recites the happiness and heritage in Assam. The dance form hosts many instruments. Bihu is now globally recognized and was performed in London Olympics in 2012. Moving ahead with our second segment of the thank you so much for this. I would like to call for Timer's report. So for this, I would like to call Toastmaster Club to present his report.
Hello everyone. Today's prepared speech like dancing on there. It was very pleasing. So today the year Parag took 5 minutes and 38 seconds. TM Mansoor took 30 minutes and 05 seconds. And TM Daneshwar took 5 minutes 20 seconds. They are all selected, qualified. Thank you.
It's 8 minutes.
Oh, sorry.
Ganeshwar and this Parag, yeah.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster.
Yeah, I will just
Yeah.
evidence.
Okay, so let me announce. So now it's time for voting for the best prepared speakers. So Toastmaster Kalpesh is posting a link on the group. So please, you guys check on the group. And for the guest, please go. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so as the voting is going on now, I would like to call for the second segment of the meeting. So here comes the disco dance of every Toastmasters meeting where no one has practiced to roll the floor. So for this, our table topic session, I would like to call Toastmaster Tarun. Please come on the stage and fulfill your task.
Thank you for the brief introduction. Hello, Toastmasters and dear esteemed guests. Very good morning to all of you. So here we have the most exciting session of today's Toastmaster, and it is the table topic session. Why it is so exciting? Because today, whatever speeches you will be giving, it will help you to give an impromptu speech. It will help you to think on your feet, and it will give everyone of us, not only the prepared speaker, but also who are present here, plus our guests, to have a chance to speak. So, why this table topic? Table topic mostly enhances our communication skills in four different ways. So, whenever I would give you a topic, first it will enhance your listening skill, then it will allow you to start thinking, then arranging the thoughts, and then delivering your speech. So, it is not only just coming and speaking for a minute or two, but it gives or elevates your communication parts also. So today, as a table topic master, I would try to give you various topics in which it will also be related somewhat to the theme of our day, that is expression. It is not exactly related to dance, but it is related to expression of your thoughts, expression of your whatever way or emotions, whatever. So it is a word. It is in a way to express. So with this and to make this a little bit exciting, I have prepared some tricks which I will be distributing. There are the numbers on it. So those numbers you will keep it with yourself. I will pick up a number from here, and what's the number I will call? You have to come here, introduce yourself, and then that particular sheet will have the theme of the day, and then you have to delete. I will, whatever balance are there, then I will transfer to online guest. Another thing, like most of us today are in this experience, the time is running fast. We don't have weeks, months, years passing very fast. In a fraction of second, we see the time moves very fast. But in this particular session of Toastmaster, each of you will see your how a minute is longer than a day. So for this time for the Toastmaster the table topics, each of the speaker will have to speak at least for a minute, not exceeding 2 minutes. So whenever the time is just 1 minute, timer will show the green card. At 1.5 minutes, 1.5 minutes, it will show yellow card, and at 2 minutes, it will show red card. The table topic speaker can go up to 2.3, 2.5 minutes. Below 1 minute and about 2.5 minutes, your speech will not be qualified for the evaluation. So with this, are you all ready for to experience the great session?
Yes.
So we need some help. So Luke is already set. Everyone has to pick one sheet. And then for the online test, I will let you know when your turn comes.
Should we open?
Yeah, you can. Okay, so now everyone has checked for the online guest, whatever balance are there, I will try to take you on the speech later. So I will begin with the first speaker for the table topic. If your number is not there, we will skip and move to the next number. So number 11 is on the page.
Hi.
Welcome. You can introduce yourself and then I will.
Yeah, my name is Bhavesh, and you would have seen heard me last time about my previous speech. So I'm lucky to be a part of this session, and again, becoming a part of this table topic master for the first time. So thank you for the opportunity.
So your topic is, what do you love most about yourself?
This is a very good question from your side, and very simple also. Basically, I love one thing about myself which is very important is, I have a good value system within me, which is differentiating me from the others. And I personally feel that, if you have a honesty, if you have hardworking attitude, and you have, right qualities about performing a task, it makes you a different person. So people are there, people keeps on doing the work, but they sometimes miss out on the values. So the value system makes you a different person, I personally feel. And successes will come in life and failures will come in life. Ups and downs will always be there. But sticking to the right values about yourself makes you a different person. And about your character, your honesty, about your behavior, all those things matters a lot. So that makes me a different person. Of course, you guys are a better judge. You come in more in contact with us, you will come to know more about it. But this is something which is very different from others. That's what I feel. And also about my extracurricular activities like sports and other things. At the age of 35, also I do that. So that makes me a difference. Thank you so much.
So next enter is number 15. Anyone 15?
Okay, so my name is Yogesh. I'm the presiding officer, District of Baroda, with VTM around 18 months.
So your topic for today is: are you like your mom or dad, and why?
Thank you, Toastmaster, for giving me a very apt topic called as is I am like my mom or my dad? And thank you, I'm blessed that my mom and dad are not in this meeting. But I'm saying, as a child, when I started growing up and seeing myself as a retrospectively, I believe I have both qualities of my mom and dad. My dad was a businessman who supported his family in every ups and downs. We have seen many ups and downs in my life because of the business going up and down. My mom was a school teacher, she was a principal. So she was a disciplinarian at home, which has very strict policies, strict rules, which we have to follow as me and my brother. As we grow up, we tend to follow few things which we like, and we tend to forget few things which we don't like. But if I stand today and I see myself that how I am working, how I am running, and I like the word which normally earlier Toastmasters say, value systems makes you different. The value system which I believe and which I follow is nothing but an amalgamation of both of them. In my life, when the situation comes, I go with the way my dad approaches the problem, a positivity, in a humble way, with a humility and overcome it. When in the regular life, I'm more of a disciplined guy, right from the waking time to the sleeping time, in between all the activities. So if you ask me normally whom I am more tend to, I may be more tending towards one person as a third person sees me, but for me, I have both the qualities of a mom and dad. And I would like that to continue because that makes me special, that makes me different. Also, like my parents say, that makes me better than both of them, as I have both the qualities from both of them. And that is what they also wanted from me. So, to answer your question, I'm more like both of them, and I am a separate personality because of both their resistance.
Next in turn is number 3.
Yes, my name is Prami. As you know, I have become a today. Thank you for being.
So his topic for today is: would you rather go to a beach or to the snow?
Yes, I will go to the snow. So I would go to snow because I would I do not have to I do not have to deal with the sun. That's in today's summaries. So we don't like the sweating or something like that. Yes, beach is amazing. Yes, there is a sea. We like to be. So yes.
Number 8. Anyone with number 8?
Nobody can give it to online.
Shanzita, you are mute. I will give you the topic for today.
Yeah, sure.
So you can introduce yourself by the time
Hello, everybody. I'm Toastmaster Sanchita. I'm part of VTM for over approximately 1.5 years, and I enjoy being at VTM on the sunny mornings.
Okay. So here is the topic for you today. If you had to teach something, what would you teach?
Mr. Table Topics Master, fellow Toastmasters, and most welcome guests. If I had to teach something, what would I teach? Out of all the experiences of my life, of being at different places, of getting educated, of work, the only thing I can teach people is not to typecast themselves. We often get typecasted. I have seen some people being typecasted as a born dancer or born musician or born this. Don't get yourself typecast. Don't make yourself one-dimensional, but look out everywhere. Look for what pleases you. What is it that makes you happy? Identify what is it that you want to enhance yourself in. Don't go by public opinion. Don't believe that you are so aged for any sports activities or anything. Just go ahead. If you feel even in your 40s or 50s, you feel like being a swimmer, go ahead and learn it, because you have just one life. So if I have to help you in anything, just believe that you will enjoy something. Don't depend on anyone's feedback, but go ahead, learn it. Always keep learning. Keep yourself in the process of enhancing. One stage is over, then go for something else. Look what else inspires you. Go ahead and learn it. One of the best places is Toastmasters, where you meet all the people, you learn about their hobbies, you know how they have enhanced themselves, and then imbibe that in yourself. So learn everything and keep on learning. That is what I would love to teach everyone. Over to you, Mr. Table Topics Master.
Number 13.
Hello everyone, I am Mansoor Raja, currently VP of VTM, and I was working till last day with L&T, and I will be going for my higher studies now.
So I think this topic is apt for you. What motivates you to go to work each day?
Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. What an apt topic. What motivates you to go to work every day? When I was in college, the best advice I got for related to work was work somewhere where you get to work what you like, whenever you like, and how much ever time you like. So I'm still on my journey to find that job. I've not got it, but surely one day I will work where I like. And what motivates you to work is something like there should be some purpose to achieve. There should be some like you can get involved by. Why don't we take example of Toastmasters meeting? It is a work for me. I am always motivated to prepare the agenda, schedule each and every meeting. And why? Because I love doing that. I love doing planning, scheduling. I love being appreciated as well. So all these factors are my motivators. Thank you.
Next thing. Number 9.
आया सर नमस्कार सर बोला
Today you will take this. You will take it.
Okay, guest. Yeah, can you introduce yourself, guest? Coco AFIS. Josefa.
Yeah.
Josefa, can you unmute your mic? Leave it. No problem.
You can make it match.
Hi everyone, I am Gitanjali Sarkar. I joined this group on 1st January 2017 and still I am continuing my journey as a Toastmaster.
So the topic for today is, when you are 80 years old, what will matter you the most?
See, now I am 67. I think whether I am 67 or 80, it will not make much difference for me. Because I'm made in such a way, God has made me in such a way. Whenever I sit for a while, there were some inner worms are there, they used to bite me. Why are you sitting? Why are you sitting? Do something. So I always keep myself easy in my usual household work or reading or preparing myself for the Toastmasters. I love to do work because in my 28 years of my life, I have devoted as a teacher in one of the good school of Badwada, that is Bright School. And all my colleagues and teachers, they used to call me, this lady, she's workaholic. Always loves to work. Not only she's working, she loves to make us also work. She doesn't allow us to sit quietly. So this was my nature. So whether I am 67 or 80, it won't make me any matter if I will remain in this world in 80 years and you see that I will remain in my same position. Thanks, everyone.
It's number 4.
Yeah, hi. Myself Vishal Shah. I am also working for LNT since the last 10 years. And I am from Ahmedabad and subject to Baroda. And Toastmaster, I think I am a part of the Toastmaster since last 2 years.
So your topic for today is, if you had to live inside of a TV show for a whole week, which show would you like to be in?
Okay, so TV show generally, nowadays I would not prefer to see the TV shows. But even though I have forced to see the TV shows because my little boy is always watching the TV shows, and his favorite is the Tarak Mehta Ka Ulta Chashma. So even though I didn't like, but now I like this Tarak Mehta Ka Ulta because it is enforcing me everything. So every day, all the different types of varieties, comics, and all these things. Specifically, I don't want to say much more because all know, all are quite aware about it. It's Jethala and entire history come up with all the new innovative ideas. Only sometimes also I'm thinking now, I think more than 10 years they are running these TV shows, right? So I'm curious how, what is there, or how these people are, performing, coming up with all the different innovative in the terms of the comedies and all, so that audience can, engage after 10, 12 years or so. So heads off to them, and all this with these TV shows, so many people are watching and they become stress free after coming from the office, and that after their stressful work, at the end of the day they see this kind of comic TV shows, then they get some cheers in their life. So yeah. Thank you.
Number 14.
Myself, Toastmaster Management. I just joined 2 months back. Just continuing my journey with the Toastmaster Club.
So topic for you is, what are the top 3 qualities you look for in a friend?
I just said friends are very important. So what I will wish the 3 top qualities they should have. They should be good in communication. So they will help us in negotiation and also convincing for us also and for others also. Secondly, they should have some very good supportive quality. So they should understand what support, what kind of support we should get, and they should help us in the similar support. And third, they should be visionary. If they are visionary, they can give us some good idea. They can predict the future of situation and any other thing, and they can help us in that. So this is the quality that I wish.
Number 10. Vikram, you can. Are you available, Vikram? So let's go. Okay, go.
Hello everybody, I am Toastmaster Prashant. I am in this club since around 2 to 3 months. But if Toastmaster starts giving penalty for absenteeism, then I will be the highest payer of that penalty in Toastmaster. I am very regular student. Actually, I should feel ashamed for saying this, but it is a fact that I'm quite regular.
So topic for you today, Toastmaster Prashant. What is your most beloved childhood memory?
The most beloved childhood memory would be, you see, I had always fascination for business of Dhirubhai Ambani. So I was always, in my childhood, I was always reading his speeches, articles, etc. And you can Google it. In Cambridge University, we had given in Bartol's business. He had given a very wonderful speech on business, on devaluation, etc. My childhood memory would be, I had visited Reliance in 2007 or 2008. There was a Kandla flood, big flood of Kandla, and Reliance was about to be built up in Jamnagar. And the gold plant was almost demolished, and a lot of destruction had happened. So after that, I had occasion to visit Jamnagar refinery. Then it was under construction. So that experience was very wonderful experience, I would say. And Reliance had built up their whole factory within just 6 months after the Kandla flood. It was a very fascinating experience, apart from going to the relatives' places, etc. But I remember my that visit of Reliance was most, and it had very bigger tanks. One tank was almost 10 times the volume of that football ground. So I was very fascinated.
Our last.
Hello everyone, my name is Dhruv. Today I am attending for the first time in Toastmaster as a member. You would have seen me in the beautiful poster posted when we came to the last week in the group.
So the topic for today is, if you could meet any person from history, who would it be and why?
GM Tarun for this opportunity. I'm a big fan of Mr. Steve Jobs. I have read his biography written by Isaac Walter. Steve Jobs was a very visionary person. The method which he used to follow to build up a company, but we can say that he built up a company. He brought up a revolution in this computer industry world. The industry which used to be at that time 1980s, in between 1980s, at that time the computer industry was a different thing. And if that industry would have continued, there only coders and programmers would be able to use computers. But what Steve Jobs thought at that time and the revolution he brought, even though he was not a technical person, but the skills which he has to make how to utilize the skill of the people of his team, how to bring the best of them, even though his team didn't like him due to his methods, but it was only because of him that the creative people brought their skills and what we are seeing today, the revolution which we are seeing. Thank you.
So thank you very much, all the table topic speakers. It was a great time when everybody should do their things given. Thank you. Now over to Rasi.
So thank you so much, Toastmaster Tarun. Now I'd like to call for timer support. So Toastmaster Tarun, please come on stage and present your report.
So today for table topic speeches, TM Bhavesh took a 37 second is qualified. Only two are not qualified. Me and TM Daneshwar all are qualified. TM Yogesh took 1 minute. TM Sanchita took a 1.7 second. TM Mansu took a 1.22 second. TM Gitanjali took a 1 minute 30 seconds. TM Vishal took 1.18 seconds. TM Prashant took 1.23 seconds. And TM took 1 minute.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster. So now I would like to go for voting for the best table topic speaker. The link will be launched on the group. Now coming back to my theme. So the next dance form is Lavani from Maharashtra. Lavani started from the Maratha Empire in Maharashtra, and the dance form originated from the word Lavan, which means beauty. With powerful quick folk stepping tempo, and the dance is performed on the beats of dholak, and dancers are dressed in 9 yards of sari with golden jewelry. This dance form was a morale booster in the 18th century. Coming back to a meeting, now it's time to call our GE General Evaluator to scrutinize the whole meeting with magnifying eyes and taking ahead the meeting. I would like to call the Toastmaster Bhavesh. Please come on stage.
Thank you, Toastmaster Tulasi. It is said the feedback is a food for champions, and evaluation is one of the form where you get a very good feedback. My today's role is about the general evaluator, and I will be giving a feedback at the end of this meeting about the entire session. I would like to call on stage my team who will assist me in evaluating each and every speech. So I would like to call Gitanjali Madam to come on the stage to evaluate the first speech of TN Parag. Right. That's all.
Thanks, General Evaluator. Again, very good morning to each one of you. Toastmaster Parag, my heartfelt thanks to you for presenting such graceful and authentic speech. Through your speech, you have truly presented the truth of life. Each one of us have only one life, and in that one life, we must try to achieve whatever we want. Your speech title, "This is One Life," reveals the in-depth meaning of our life. The way you have depicted the life, that is really awesome. I think it was highly philosophical speech Examples which you have presented were very close to your heart. Many takeaways were there in your speech. Your presentation teaches us how we can lead our life. Your opening was wonderful. You started with the quote of Nelson Mandela. It was well-organized speech, content was good, eye contact, facial gesture, voice modulation was quite up to the mark. You have tried your level best to fulfill all the feedbacks given by your previous evaluator. Indeed, you are a wonderful speaker. But to make you an excellent speaker, I have few suggestions. Firstly, let your body may move according to your speech. Secondly, induce some acting in your speech to make your presentation more impressive and live. Otherwise, you are a very good speaker. I admire your inner jest and zeal for taking part in club meeting. That is something great on your part and for us. That's kudos to you. All the best for your future, and I hope we will see you on a bigger stage in future. Thanks, and over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Gitanjali ma'am. I would like to call on stage our second evaluator. She is flawless and she has done wonderful evaluations in the past as well. Toastmaster Sanchita on the stage, and she will evaluate the speech given by Mansoor. So the stage is over to you, Toastmaster Sanchita.
Thank you, G. Am I audible and visible?
Yes.
Thank you. Our heart dances with joy when someone praises our dear ones. Today, we all experience this when Toastmaster Mansoor mentioned the specialities of our hometown, Vadodara. Greetings to everybody and congratulations to Toastmaster Mansoor for completing his level 1. You had chosen a topic which is dear to your entire audience. As a result, the moment we heard it, we were all looking forward to listening to it. We were all in tune with you when you started speaking. You started with, let's start with the details of Vadodara, and we were all glued in. And then you started asking questions. What you did was to encourage audience participation. Everybody was attentive and listening to you. We all know our city, but we took this as an opportunity to know a little more about our dear, dear, dear Vadodara. Your speech was well organized. It had a beginning, a body which included a lot of questions, and a conclusion. It was a well organized speech. Now we come to how we can think about improving this speech. The first thing is you had a whole lot of specialities of the city. So you could have listed them. A better way would be to organize your body as well. If given a chance, I would have put 3 categories: food, landmark, and others. And each of these categories I would have put on pointers. This way, I could have overcome another problem which you had, was how to use your hand. I saw you clutched your fingers in between. This is a sign of nervousness globally. Had you put on these pointers, you could have used your fingers as point 1, food, point 2, landmark, point 3, others, where you can use everything from education to anything. Another thing is to introduce humor in your speech. So instead of saying, why Vishwamitri is famous for crocodiles, you could put in a question as, which are the famous residents of Vishwamitri who have taken Vadodara in the global map? That would have made not only a laughing remark, but also introduced humor in your speech. You are also expected to make people laugh to the fullest. So again, when you had mentioned that when the rickshaw driver asked you, where should I take you from? You should have mentioned you were absolutely confused or you don't know what it is. But in the overall speech, you are expected to have more and more humor. You made sure you looked everywhere. That was a whole stage, but you looked everywhere. So you maintain eye contact. Overall, a good speech, nice topic, good delivery. Just keep in mind the points of improvement and it will be an excellent speech. Over to you, GE.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sanchita, for your wonderful feedback. Now, the third speech was given by Gyaneshwar, and I would like to welcome Toastmaster Vishal to come on the stage. He is also very renowned and old Toastmaster here. So, welcome, Toastmaster Vishal, for this.
First of all, I feel wonderful I got the opportunity to evaluate along with Toastmaster Sangeeta, the Toastmaster and with you, the legendary of the club. Okay, so let me now start the timer. The 1,000 miles journey starts with a single step, and the Toastmaster Ganesh has taken that wonderful little step for the Toastmaster journey. So wonderful delivery of the speech. You know that when you start the speech, and you set the context of the entire speech, like you have given that speech title "Lives with the Blessings," and you in the opening you immediately explain how you are going to match this content with the title. So we all get excited. We wanted to know how it is going to be going. So wonderful job in the opening, I would say. The second one is you have in the introduction in the icebreaker speech you are expecting introductions of your childhood, teenagers, then graduation and all these things. Wonderfully, you have taken all this content. In the opening, you have started the blessings which your parents born as a human. Then also in the teenagers, how your friends help you to pursue your careers. And even you explain all the marriage life, your achievements, you went to Italy, a lot of failures and all these things that you have seen in between. So overall, content was very apt, which is expected for ice-breaking speech. And even I would say in any of the speech, when it is a positive message you are giving with the speech, then it is icing on the cake. So in this icebreaker, though it was icebreaker speech, you have given that positive message to the audience. The major takeaways are how the friends and the mentors are played very important role in our life. So we always need to have a good friend and a mentor in our life to be very successful. It should not be limited with our parents and all. And the second one is never quit options. So that also you have showcased very positively, even though you failed, you didn't get. So you show the realistic journey of your life. You are not showing a very rosy picture to the audience, and then you overcome all this by taking help of your friends, mentors, and all. So wonderful. And this regarding the little bit improvement is, though it was a complete speech, I would say even you added the humor also, right? So it was very difficult to add the humor in your first speech. Improvement only I can see little bit. We are also interested to know about your hobbies. I don't know whether I hold, but yes, that was something we were interested. What were your hobbies and all? And second thing is 4 stage or 3 stage, wherever you have divided, right? So then you can use the stage. Like it is my first stage, and I was kids. I started my journey in the life. Then it was like my teenagers. So like that you could use this stage, but I think it is just your beginning. So that is you have a lot of chance to improve. So overall, it was a wonderful speech, and now we have a good, the positive, that people and the good energies like the young people, and I think we have very good, bright future in the VTM over the period of time. So over to you, Toastmasters of the.
So it's a time for voting. And timer report. Yeah. So timer report. All the teams are Sanjita and all are also. So the
Exactly.
I think all are qualified. All are qualified. So you will have voting rights in your So this today's speech, I mean today's all three speakers were wonderful. Remedial report. Okay. So tag team, you guys can give your report. See the tag team. Well, I have to brief about it. No, you have to just call for time out for the path of the Okay. Okay. So I would request Aha Amra, you wish to please come on the stage and give your report.
Thank you, General Liberator. Once again, welcome to the 234th meeting of the VTM. My role was to identify the ahas or the filler words and the grammars where normally the improvements can be made. I will not go individual by individual report as it's a collective learning for everyone, including the online. Kamesh can put them on the report. That's fine. Collectively, in the entire meeting, we had used 21 ahas and 3 specific filler called as you know, like thrice. So total 24 filler words has been used in the entire meeting till now. Time duration taken for this entire set of filler words, if you speak as a single speaker, you will get qualified for a debate on this. It is more than 1 minute, and if the topic is saying only you will get this. So this is a 1 minute loss of a speaker there. That's the first thing. On the grammarian part, the best statement normally which I heard was the one which I used earlier also, value systems make you a different person. Very true. That's a statement which everyone should remember because that's something which will make you on the either side of the boundaries. But there are of course some improvement areas in the entire duration. Again, collectively I will be speaking of. The first, one of the speaker used the statement bottom back. It's not bottom back, it's bottom back. There is no need of using an up there. The got back is enough. The another speaker used I also pass one day. We never pass one day. We can say we leave this world or we expired or something else, but we don't say we pass, you pass. That's not a proper usage of the word pass. Another speaker said get out of airport. Get out is a very strong word. You can say came out of an airport. You can't be asked to get out of an airport, you came out of an airport. One of the speakers says multiple times getting birth. You never say getting birth, got birth. You can say being born on this earth, being born to the parents, but not say getting birth on this earth, getting birth on this things. That's not a correct way of expressing your things. Then the one of the other things was working till last day. It was not part of the speech, but I have to evaluate everything. It's never a working till last day. Either it is yesterday or put a date to it. It can't be last day. Nobody knows what is the last day. You always work till last day. So it's not a correct way of. So these are the improvement areas which I identified for the today's meeting. The better part, some good news. We had used 4 times word of the day gracefully, and we have used 4 times again phrase of the day dancing on the air. So overall, I hope normally you will be learning from this and you will try to avoid, including myself, this kind of statements at once. Thank you. Over to you.
So today's meeting was wonderful, and we had a wonderful speakers coming in today about various topics. As a general evaluator, I have to evaluate the entire session as a whole, and everyone has played their role very wonderfully. Today's meeting has been started by a very beautiful quote by our TM Parag, and also Krati has used her dancing master ability to attract the people and even put it in the right form. So she wonderfully handled the stage and portrayed about the various dance forms. The most important thing about her speech was she has always tried to people be in the, as a Toastmaster, she has to involve people inside the speech, and she has put a, you make a thumbs up whenever you are using a word of the day or phrase of the day. That was a wonderful thing she did. Other than that, Gitanjali ma'am has given a wonderful evaluation speech about TM Parag and narrated about the Nelson Mandela's quote, whatever he has used, that don't judge people by the success, but judge the people how much time they have stood up against the failures. It was wonderfully used. There were many takeaways during the today's speech and a lot of humor also, where people had portrayed their life stories in a very funny way. With Dhaneshwar putting up his life story, it was not looking like his first speech, and it was looking more like groomed speaker as a whole. Manzoor had spoken about my city and my way, so it was very emotional moment for him also to leave this city and talk about something good about Vadodara. So he connected us through various points. Although he was not qualified, but then he did wonderfully on the content side of it. There were many takeaways from the today's meeting, particularly from the table topic master. He has used those cheats very smartly and put up those simple questions which enables people to speak more about themselves and also connect to the people. And that was wonderfully done because cheats were never used earlier. And evaluation done by Vishal was also very funny, and he's a table topic master role, as in he has spoken about that funny story of his kids watching the Tarak Mehta Ka Ulta Chashma. Although he's not watching the TV, it was wonderful. So overall, it was a fun session, and everyone was on the job, and everybody was engrossed in the meeting. So I would like to thank everyone, including Mansoor, because today his last day is there in Baroda. So we want to wish him all the very best because he is taking a new role altogether. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Bhavesh. Just to inform you, for the voting for the best evaluator, for the best supporting role player has launched. So please go for the voting. So poll for best role player of the day is also launched. Please go for the link in the group. And we'll be having 1 minute of silence for the voting. Okay, so coming back to my theme. So the last form of the dance for today's meet is Kathakali, and another dance from South India, which is for storytelling. This form is originated from the tales of Ramayana. This includes increasing face movements, heavy costumes, includes face masks and body paints. The music includes only vocals, those are called featuring the very popular and energetic blast form of Gujarati Garba. So this form is performed on couple and group forms on typical Gujarati music with sticks and colorful dresses in different regions of not only Gujarat but across India and across progressive. Whether it is Kuchipudi, Bhangra or Ghumar, every dance form bring a lot of memories of joy, blast of energy and some moral values. It's astonishing to notice how many unique dance forms are there in India in different states. Endless varieties of culture, art form adorned with traditions. Dance reflects cultural richness. Our nation is indeed united in diversity. With this, I would like to give a closure to my team and I would like to hand over the task to our presiding officer, Toastmaster Yogesh.
Thank you, Toastmaster Gauri, for being a wonderful TMOD and having an exciting session. I can confidently say now I am dancing on the air because I was afraid that you will make us dance. Fortunately, I'm not. So, thank you. Are we ready with the leaders? Excellent. So, let's proceed with the presentation as I don't think there is a guest right now logged in. So, for today's theme, okay, the best supporting role player for the day today is Toastmaster Yogesh, okay? Okay, photo, be alone. Is the TMOD be on the stage at least?
I'm blocking it.
Thank you. Okay, the next best role player. Okay, I think the role player of the day, supporting role is. This is the role player. Yeah, that was all the time. Toastmaster Krati. Here, going ahead. Best ever topic speaker for the day is Toastmaster Gitanjali.
Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much.
The best evaluator for the day goes to Toastmaster Gitanjali again.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Again, thank you.
And the best prepared speaker for the day goes to Toastmaster Danesh. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. With this, I am closing the closure of the meeting. Thanks.
Yes, I want to say something about